Okay, we're recording.
Super. Hello, Team Synergy. Really cool to connect with you guys. I just wanted to jump on a little one of your trainings and just plot the month out. And so kind of take you through a little process and congratulate a few people and just find out where everyone is at as well. And so I can't really see everyone, but I definitely want to speak to a few people as well. And I think most people in this business can fit into one of, let's call it, three categories. The first one is I'm rocking, I'm getting customers, I'm getting teamies, I'm really happy with how I'm going. And so maybe tick that box if that's you. Or there's people going, I'm not happy, but I'm okay with that because life has been busy and this hasn't been a priority, and I'm okay with that because family first or whatever it is, and I didn't really have any goals set around the month, so I'm kind of just in cruise mode. Or the third category is I'm pissed. Like, if I get another no, I'm going to shoot myself. If another person, challenges me on this, or I'm doing the actions and I'm not getting any resistance, but no one's really, my business isn't growing at the rate I intended it to grow. So maybe just choose which category you're in to start with. And I want to hear from someone in every group. And so let's start with who's rocking, who's happy with how they're doing. Can I get a wave? No waves. Tamara. Lisa, you better start waving. Hello. Can you unmute yourself, or Tania will unmute you? Or both do it at once, which cancels it out. That's it.
Sorry, I had someone at the door.
To join the business?
No, just to drop off some fruit.
Yeah, everything's an opportunity, right? So you went SC, girl.
Yay.
Are you happy about that?
Yeah, I am. Yes, I am very happy. I just, I still want to get more team though. Like, just because I said to Neil, just because I've got there, I don't want to make myself feel like, yeah, I've got SC and then just stop.
Yeah. Totally. The feeling never goes away. You hit SSC and you go, I still want to help more people. You hit NMD, you go, well, really when you hit that, it's like, I'm just starting. I can get that off my shoulders now. Now I can really just turn around and go help more people. And so that's good. You're kind of happy but not satisfied.
Yep.
Very cool. And how's the month been for you? What are your wins? What are your challenges?
So far this month, I've got quite a few conversations happening. I've sent out 7 links for business opportunities because I'm really focusing on team this month. But yeah, other than that, nothing. Yeah, I haven't heard anything back. I'm trying to do follow-ups, but people are really busy with holidays and then customer side of things, the ones that I did have line up were in the line of fire with the cyclone, so they're kind of really focusing on cleanups and stuff, so I haven't really focused on them yet.
Yep, absolutely. And so if you're at 7 links and we're only at the 6th of the month, hopefully you all saw that little post I did, or the live about a link a day makes your shitty job go away. As long as you're doing the actions. So some people will get back to you, some won't have watched it. some will and don't want the opportunity, and you can't control that. But if you're doing the action and you're getting that outcome of a qualified person, in other words, someone who is, looking for something, and you're getting links out, it's just a matter of time. You might do 30 links in 1 month and get nothing, and then the next month you send 30 and you get 40 follow-ups because 10 from last month have finally got around to it, or they're beyond their cleanup, or they've lost everything in their job and they're like, what are we going to do? So that's awesome. So if you really boil this business down, it's how many links can I get out a day and how many people can I put in front of my mentor? That's really just the game at the end of the day. Everything else we do is a subset of that. Well done. And so what's been a shift for you? Because have you ever sent a link a day so far?
Oh, no.
No. So what have you done? So listen to this, everyone. What's different? How did you get that result all of a sudden?
I'll admit that when you put out that Quantum Leap challenge next month, I really decided to give myself a kick up the butt and make some changes. And I was pretty happy because I had 6 customers last month, which had been a lot since I'd had for the last couple of months, which was pretty good. But it was more, I'm really big on my why. I'm sick of living in the middle of nowhere, and I really want to get back to Brisbane. And I think that Quantum Leap just really gave me a big kick up the bum to take action to get results, really. I thought I was doing actions, but I probably wasn't.
Wow, thanks for your honesty. And maybe some other people on the line need to take note of that. Because the Quantum Leap, if you guys really get it, we're not asking you to do anything other than what we've always asked you to do.
Yeah.
It's just actually, right. It's not like, oh my gosh, I have to do this other wild, cool stuff. There's a couple of things in there about, doing a recording of your takeaways from GoPro. But other than that, every single action in there is what we've always asked people to do. But it's amazing what happens when they actually start doing it and the momentum that builds. That's awesome. And so, again, if we just kind of summarize, you got really clear with your why, committed to taking the action, and follow through.
Yep.
Surely there's something else. There's some magic secret sauce other than that. No?
Oh, I don't mind sharing it. I've shared it with Tennille. I've actually been getting counselling or coaching with someone because I feel like I often don't get heard. And I think that's been really huge for me. And one of the things I've been doing is trying to step up on the live events and just trying to share a story. I've done part of the teaching, and I think that's really helped because I have a lot of sabotage going on in my head that will affect the business at the end of the day.
Well done. That's amazing. What's amazing is that you're taking action on it. So I did a call with Celine the other day. We've got the conference in the US coming up, and I haven't been to a US conference since I went NMD. So I get to get up in front of 8,000 people and do my NMD speech. And I was going through it with Celine, and she said, you have 1 point you can get across. I'm like, what? She said, no, we're kicked off stage after the 4 minutes. And I was really thinking about if there was 1 point I could get across, it's exactly what you just said. People think they have a unique story in as far as what's going on about the self-doubt and the self-sabotage. They think it's just them. They think I'm the only one with that story. And it's not. I mean, every day I have doubt. I have stuff that comes up. I get challenged. I still get nervy when I speak. But it's what people do in spite of that. And so I think people let their story of, I'm not very confident, I self-sabotage, I doubt, I don't think I'm good enough, I don't think people hear me. Everyone has those stories. I just really want you, if that's the only thing that we get across, Lisa and I today, everyone has the stories. And that's why this business isn't easy. It's simple. I speak to people, I ask questions about them, I send them a link. If it's for them, I put them in front of the person who showed me and they plug in and do the same. Like, that's really, really simple to do. It's not easy because of all of the stuff that's in our head. But I want you to get that that's the whole game. When people get beyond the stuff and just do it anyway, you grow. And I said this the other day, we're doing a lot of personal growth, but if it doesn't turn into action, you grow, but your business doesn't grow. If you just take action, you will grow and your business will grow. So the surefire way to do great in this business is just take more action. And that's why something like the Quantum Leap has been profound for people who choose to go, I'm going to use this as an excuse to take action. A lot of people haven't even logged into it yet. A lot of people have opened it, haven't done a thing. And so again, it's just timing. But that's amazing. So on your customers, now, please, everyone else on the line, I'm not just having a conversation with Lisa. I'm asking you the same questions. And if someone's doing great, we want to hear, well, how are you doing that? What have you changed? So 6 customers. First of all, where did they come from?
I got a couple from the 30-day trial packs. I think 2 was from that. And the others was, one was a lady that I just met when I was in Brisbane in January, just started a conversation with her, and then we became friends and talked on email. And yeah, so it just started out from a conversation. So her and her husband were on it now, they're on the products. Another's just a lady in town, her boy doesn't eat. So I'm like, hey, why don't you give him 17 different fruits and veggies every day? So it was just, again, just a simple conversation. I wasn't looking for a yes, I was just having a conversation. And yeah, the others, I think they've all just come out of just conversations that I've never had with these people before. Yeah, I don't know.
Awesome.
Nothing too big, just a simple conversation with no outcome attached.
100%.
Yeah, I just said it to myself. There you go. It's without an outcome attached.
Cool. So it's just having conversations. It doesn't get more complex than that. And this is the thing. You start conversations and you're not good at it at the start. Then how do you get good at something? You keep doing it. So taking action is where you get the lessons. It's where you grow. And then, I think I've shared, I was ridiculously bad at this because I would just go straight into a story of the products and the science and all that. And just, you would hear crickets on the other end. But through trial and error, I've gotten to a point where you start to converse. You can articulate it. It's part of your DNA now. It's like when someone starts playing basketball, they can't even get it near the hoop. But they practice and they practice and they realize, oh no, I need to shift there, pull that. Like, how do I stand? How does it come off my wrist? It's the same thing. You got to go through the action to get the skills. So good on you. I only have about 10 minutes left, so I want to hear from someone. Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you.
Who's in my third category? Who's pissed? Who's just doing the actions and it's like, woe is me. Tamara's waving. Let's go for it, girlfriend. Tell us your sad stories.
Oh, look, I'm not sad. God, I'm sort of in like probably 2 and 3. Like I'm annoyed that I'm doing all of this stuff and it's it feels like it's for nothing. But I just realized this week, because a friend of mine, she's on Adam's team down in, she's actually one of my doula sisters, and she's kicking ass. And you know what, like she's a bit like me. She gets hung up on shit, same as everybody else. But she just like looked at me and she goes, T, what are you doing, like looking at the outcome for? Like, seriously, like just talk to people. Like, how do you get your clients? How do you get your doula clients? Why are you bothering with whether they take it or whether they don't? It's their choice, sort of thing. So you can just put your best foot forward and you know, hopefully they'll make the right decision. But you know, that's my concern, is that I think maybe I talk too much. Maybe I'm, I don't know, over nurturing the relationships with these people. Maybe, I don't know. It's just, yeah.
So I want you to picture a scene. I think everyone on the line are women, aren't they? Yeah. And so think back to your dating days, and you might be up.
Oh God.
So think you're at a club or a pub, and you've got a guy who is just like flaunting it in your face. Look at me, talking too much, and it's just like you feel nauseous on the inside and kind of sorry for them.
Oh, I worked in pubs. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's so foul.
Right. And women are trying not to make eye contact, and they're leaning away, and
yeah.
And then you've got the guy who walks in and they just own themselves, and they don't try and go and talk to women. They might say hello, they might have conversation, they might ask questions about them, but not in an overbearing way.
Yeah.
And everyone leans in. Do you like my analogy?
Yeah, look, I totally get it. Like, it's just from when you've worked behind the bar for so long, and then, you know, you're a doula as well. Like my biggest thing is, I guess, making people informed. Like, it's sort of similar to you know, like it's not making them informed, but it's sort of giving them all the information so that they can make all their informed choices, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? So you lay out 5 different things in front of them, and it's sort of maybe like an informational overload, but it gives them that opportunity to look at everything and go, well, sweet as, these are my options, and the OB can go get fucked. Do you know what I mean? Basically. So this is my sort of, I need to learn to rein it in, but at the same time, I need to learn to not doubt myself in how I approach conversations, and I need to be able to have the confidence, I guess, to follow up on those conversations, because that's where I'm falling flat. I'm literally falling flat, like, on follow-ups, because like I'm starting conversations, I'm getting awesome results and everything like that, but then I get like a no, or I get a maybe or whatever, and I'm just like, well, you know, and so I'm like, what's wrong with me, like, sort of things. And it's not me.
So the overbearing, sleazy guy, he's not sleazy. He's overbearing. He comes in, he's actually got a really good intent. And he asks for your number, and you're just so kind of caught unawares, and you can see he's actually kind of nice, that you say, yes, sure, here's my number. And as soon as you've handed it over, you're already regretting it. And now he's calling you, going, hey, yeah, let's go on a date. That's how those people are feeling when you're trying to follow up, if you've done it poorly from the get-go.
Exactly. And that's why I'm like, oh. And as soon as I do it, I'm like, and I know, and I'm like telling myself, shut up, shut up, shut up. And it's just like, I can't shut up, if that makes sense.
100%. When has more information ever made someone's decision easier?
Never.
Never. Yet we go, oh, I can send you some more information. so I can confuse you even more and think that I've got to go watch a link and then read this and the 4 articles. And no, I just want to know that, first of all, you're in a position where people are looking to you for information. And so when people come to me as a chiropractor, I don't say, hey, here's an anatomy textbook and here's physiology and here's one on the nervous system specifically, so you can have more information to decide whether chiropractic's good for you or not.
Yeah. It's
dumb. So I just want to tell, here's the benefits. With every ounce of love and certainty in my being, this is what chiropractic can do for you. This is the benefits. And then shut up.
Yeah, well, I just had a conversation with a lady this morning. She's just got some surgery thing she's going on, and something about stomach surgery or whatever. And I just said, oh man, that's like serious as, like, surgery in any form, shape or form is like full on serious. And I just said to her, and she was going on about her daughter having anxiety and all that sort of stuff. And I just answered her like this. Oh, hun, I totally get you. My 2 oldest have ASD. Not sure if these capsules are for you, but they made sense to us. Gut health is a massive decider in full body health, including mental health. And I just left it at that. And then she like sent me all these other messages, and I'm like, oh, well, sweet. I'm happy to send a link if you would like. And she said yes, and I sent the link. So, and then I've just left it. So I don't know whether that was a good thing or a bad thing, or...
Just 1 second. I'm just delaying my next call by 10 minutes.
Okay.
This is all you have permission to do. Ask questions. Tamara, come back to me.
Yes, sorry. My son just asked me a question.
Good job.
That's okay.
He's already learning. Ask questions and tell stories.
Yeah.
Ask questions, tell stories.
Yeah, sweet eyes.
No, tell a story. I'm going to rein you in. A story.
Yeah. Yeah, because I've got lots of them and I don't need to tell all of them.
No. So think about when someone's, they're coming to you and, ask questions. Have you thought about, it makes sense that the baby that you're creating is made up of what? What do you think it's made up of? The nourishment that you're giving your body, that's right. And so we know for a human to develop properly, both as a baby and once they're born, what do you think are the key things that a growing body needs? And they may be way off, but you're going to bring them back and go, well, it's what grandma told you.
Yeah.
It's fruit and vegetables. And so, at the moment, what's kind of your intake? World Health Organization says 9 to 13 serves. Average person. And to every single person, it's a no-brainer. Is a whole food capsule that's going to flood your body, as well as it's getting straight into your bloodstream within 4 minutes. So that means it's feeding your baby as well. The top pediatricians in the world recommend this, but that's not why I'm recommending it to you. It's because of the stories I've seen from the mamas who take this.
Yeah.
And what I want everyone to hear is every one of you need to be a little bit more bold. Because I think in the early days, both we taught as well as people are so worried about coming across salesy, and I don't want to be that person. And so I'm just going to be so good at nurturing the relationship. And all of you have so many Facebook friends now. It's amazing. Who aren't on the product or on your team. because you keep asking questions about Fluffy the dog and, oh, wow, that sounds terrible. And you can't help someone unless you get to the point. And I'm going to set up a situation somehow so I can show you my threads of conversations. And some of you will be like, oh, my God, you can't say that. But it'll just be straight out. If we've been in a conversation for a little while, it's not going where I want, I'll just ask straight up. So when are you joining our cool tribe? What are the possible answers to that? Well, what is it? How do I do? Like, you need to start bringing conversations to a head. So people are either going, I'm in or I'm out. And you could do that as your MFA. Just literally go back through all of your conversations. And everyone I talk to, I've got a lot of conversations going on. Fantastic. How many links have you sent out? Go back through every one of those conversations, and in today, escalate it to either they're saying this is not for me, or, hey, I'd love to take a closer look. And your verbiage is really simple. Hey, since we've been chatting, I can't help but think what I'm doing with my online wellness program could be something for you.
Yeah, cool.
I have no idea if it is or it isn't, but just based on the fact that you said you love helping people, so you're going to share back, go through the thread, but based on the fact that you want to spend more time with the kid, you want to do this, I just thought, why not share this? And at the end, you can either give it a strong yes or a strong no, but as I said, based on what we're chatting about, and some of you got to stop texting, you got to stop messaging. You either need to send it as a voice recording so they can hear your tone, or you just got to pick up the phone. People are killing their business just by sitting behind their phone, sitting behind their messenger. Cool?
Yeah, for sure. I just, like I said, I just sort of was stuck as to what, do I just go straight to it and just let them have it, or pretty much like
chatting to someone for weeks or months, and it's just like
it's useless.
It's useless to them and you.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's frustrating.
Yeah. So just take it down. Like, there's notes in it, but if you want to watch the recording back, Tennille's probably taken notes.
Yeah, cool.
I was looking back over our conversation.
Yeah.
And I realized that what we're doing with our online wellness program, I couldn't help but think it could be something for you. I have no idea if it is or it isn't, or if your timing's right, whatever. But it makes a lot of sense based on the fact that you said you're sick of your job, you're not getting to spend time with your kids.
The only other thing I've got, sorry, the only other.
So if you're curious to take a, so if you're curious, if you're curious, I'd love to chat.
Yeah, cool.
Are you best chatting during the day or the evening?
Yeah, cool.
I put it in Dream Team. Adam he was sitting like on the back of a couch. Linda did a live of it. It went, I don't know, it was probably over an hour. But the verbiage in there, jump in. If you can find it, Tennille, whack it in your team and get everyone to watch it. Like, that should be your training.
I'll see if I can get that off Paloma.
Little things like saying, hey, if you like, we'll have a chat. Girls love to chat. And then you say, is it better during the day or the evening? So they're thinking about, is day or evening better, not yes or no, will I chat? Just little things like that.
Mm.
Let's do it. So that's your job. All of you need to go back and just escalate those conversations that have been going further, and just be so bold saying, hey, when are you joining our cool tribe? What do you mean? What is it? Well, I've got this online wellness program where we help mums be able to create an online income stream. We're helping literally dozens of people every month. Couldn't help but think it could be something for you. Stop. Oh, that sounds cool. Fantastic. The best way to find out more, or how I learned initially, is I watched a recording of an online event that we do. If you like, I can send it to you, and off we go into the system. I swear if all of you go back through the dozens of conversations you've started and just pull the trigger on that, you're all going to have like 2 or 3 team in the next week. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to keep moving, Tamara.
No, you're right, man. I've just got a backlog because I've had no internet for a week with these floods. So
great.
Sweet as.
Backlogs. So this is a really special month for this team. We've been tracking your numbers very closely, and it's very, very plausible that this team could go QNMD. And I say this team because just because Tennille is the placeholder, without you guys, there is no team synergy. I hope you really get that. And it's not a walk in the park. That's the first thing I'm going to say. When we look at the numbers, it's probably about 75 customers between you all. And we kind of worked out if there's 10 or so people who are really engaged, as a minimum, means we're all after 7 customers. Or a team with a few customers, another team with a few customers, but overall. More importantly, depending on what level you're at, what's 7 customers worth to you in your bank account? Purely on the retail profit, it's somewhere between, I'm going to say $700 to $1,000 just in retail profit. That's pretty cool. As well as if you collect a next level, whatever that bonus is for your promotion, maybe that means you qualify your business, so there's more bonuses attached to that. And so we were chatting, and we had a little idea, a little reward, maybe a little incentive. The first one is Quantum Leap. It's very likely that one of the spots, not just at the table for Quantum Leap, but we have a really, really cool experience lined up for 6 people. One of those spots will definitely go to the person who brings on the most customers. And so that's one thing. The other incentive is this month, whoever brings on, well, I'm going to let Tennille share it. It's her team. For goodness sake, I get all excited.
Oh gosh, am I sharing the actual prize? Giving that to me? Okay, that announcement. Okay, cool. So we've teamed up, and whoever's bringing on the most. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, you just had a time lag there. Okay, cool. So obviously our aim is 7 customers. So whoever can hit that target or over, so the person who's going to bring the most customers will get a flight center voucher or $300 on top of obviously an amazing paycheck. So I'm here to be able to help support you, obviously, into your goals. We've got people going for SDVF and SC this month. So obviously you're going to create great bonuses and a great commission. But I wanted to give something to you because there's some really key people who are stepping up, and Justin's an additional thing, and Anthony, Kate and myself are handing over a $300 flight center voucher to someone this month who is going to bring that in. There you go.
So to be super clear, the parameters are you need to have brought on 7 customers, and then it's whoever brings on the most. So if no one gets over 7 customers, there's no reward. But for the person who does, it'll go to whoever brings on the most for the month. So just a little bit of extra incentive. I know there's team internationally as well, so we wanted something that everyone could benefit from. And so it's basically a $300 voucher to, you know, a travel agent that you can use towards a flight or accommodation or something like that. Likely to fly to conference or to Vegas. One of the two is what I'm suggesting you'd use that towards. So, can I just hear maybe from Angie? Talk to us, girl.
And how's it going?
Good. Are you going to win that thing or what?
I'm certainly going to give it my best shot. Yeah, I'm going for SC this month. So, yeah, it sounds good.
Fantastic. So, SC, $600 bonus. That means you'll have to bring on how many SDVFs?
2.
So, that's another 800 in bonuses plus your volume. I like it. Good plan.
Cool.
So I need to keep moving. I'm definitely going to jump in a lot more regularly with you guys. If you've got questions, please sing out. If you've got struggles, I definitely want to hear your wins as well. Hopefully you're all committed to going back through your thread of conversations, escalating them and getting bolder. If you're not sure what to send someone, put it up into Team Synergy, what the verbiage is of what you're thinking of sending, and we can help you amend it before you go out and scare people. But to be honest, I think some of you do need to scare some people. Like everyone's so nice and so conversational. I just give you some more information. And it's you being that guy. You're being smothering. And I want you to get that image in your head whenever you start doing it. Just going, oh my God, I can't believe I'm being that guy. And then straighten up and own yourself and be confident where you don't need to say so much because you have so much certainty that your posture says it all. Cool beans? All right, I'm out of here.
Thank you so
Stay
much.
dialed in. Welcome.
Bye. Okay, I'm just going to finish recording there.